Looking into the sun, which tries to blind our eyes. Oh, we're dancing forever under the beautiful skies.
Somewhere over the ocean, a spark just to ignite. I'm stuck in my hometown, waiting for your reply.
All I see is darkness, there's no sound, only silence.
You could change everything tonight. This is your chance to do something right. Something right. This is your chance to do something right.
Hello Scorpio. This is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 15th until the 21st of August 2016. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Hanged Man. You feel a little confused and perhaps fearful because you sense or know that there is someone or something you need to give up to be able to move on. This self-sacrifice isn't always clear, you may not even know quite what or whom you should give up. This is a card that is all about suspension and waiting, and suggests that this may be just what you need to do in order to allow new possibilities to arise. Sometimes not acting will help to shed more light on what other options are available to you and will allow more attractive opportunities to emerge. The Hanged Man can sometimes reflect that you are feeling stuck or restricted in your life. You need to get in touch with why you are feeling this way, and work to release yourself from these restrictions. In this way, the Hanged Man is also about letting go. You need an emotional release from whatever it is that is leaving you feeling stuck. Accept and surrender to your present circumstances. You may need to become more vulnerable and open to different experiences, but this will help you end the struggle and give up your need for control. It is when you can really let go of all the worries and concerns that you have, that you find these concerns suddenly disappear and a new reality is possible. The reversed position of the man in the Hanged Man indicates the need to look at yourself from an entirely different perspective, while the hanging indicates that your life is simply suspended for a time in order for you to recognize what needs to be changed in your personality. The tree is also abundant with leaves and vines, which suggests the possibility that the situation will bear fruit. Thus, the Hanged Man represents a reversal of your usual way of life and seeing the world from a completely different angle. Try hanging upside down yourself and look around you. Does it not all look so different? Your perspective has changed completely, yet the physical surroundings are exactly the same as when you were looking at it from an upright position. The Hanged Man asks you to turn your world around and view your situation differently. When you do this, you will find something new that will prove to be of greater value to you on a much deeper level. It may be that you have to sacrifice your previous beliefs or even way of life, but it is a time of renewal and your life will go forward. This is a time of passage from one phase of your life to another, and the Hanged Man can signify a time of spiritual development too. Perhaps you need to try and look at things from a different perspective. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Sun. The Sun suggests that what you most want at this time is some joy and pleasure in your life. Perhaps a long-needed holiday in the sun to recharge your batteries. You may have been through a period of challenges or a time of limbo and inactivity. The sun heralds an ending to difficulties and a time to celebrate with friends and loved ones, a time of pleasure and the possibility of good news around children. The sun also represents success, radiance and abundance. The sun gives you strength and tells you that no matter where you go or what you do, your positive and radiant energy will follow you and will bring you happiness and joy. People are drawn to you because you can always see the bright side and you bring such warmth into other people's lives. This beautiful, warm energy is what will get you through the tough times and will help you succeed. You are also in a position where you can share your highest qualities and achievements with others. Radiate who you are and what you stand for. Shine love on those you care about. You have an innate sense of confidence right now. Life is good, the sun is shining and you are on your way to achieving your goals. The sun represents that feeling of getting up on Saturday morning, with the whole weekend ahead of you, and you open the curtains with the sun shining on your face. Having struggled through the shadow sides, you now know yourself and know where you are heading, and the sun illuminates your path. The sun is a yes to life. It brings with it luck, wellness, positive consciousness, enthusiasm, attainment and success. It is about embracing your destiny and giving it everything you have got. If you have been having a difficult time, the sun brings you the message you have been waiting for, that things are going to get better. A lot better. You know that the rain clouds will soon give way to the rays of the sun and you will feel warmed to the soul once again. The sun is also an energetic card. It reflects a time when you can expect to experience an increase in physical energy, vitality and general positivity. You are bursting with enthusiasm, feeling invigorated and enjoying a wonderful sense of good health. The sun reflects the value of simplicity. Experience the freedom and liberation associated with living the simple life and doing what you enjoy most. Get back to the simple pleasures such as spending time with your loved ones, getting back to nature, or simply reading a book in your garden. Expect a boost in the right direction and trust that work can and will be done, with relative little effort. All in all, this is a time when you will feel enlightened. You can finally see the path ahead of you, and through the hardship you have endured, you have attained a new level of insight and understanding. You may have even had a personal or intellectual breakthrough where you have finally unlocked the key to your fundamental being. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Temperance. You are afraid that this period of harmony in your relationship or life in general is not going to last. Perhaps you fear that a rival is going to cause conflict, or already has, threatening to upset the peace and tranquility you are enjoying. Any quarrels will be short-lived, so just try and enjoy the moment for what it is. This card can suggest that you lack a long-term vision and/or purpose and, as a result, you are feeling out of balance. This is a time when you need to reflect on what changes are necessary in your life to create greater purpose and fulfillment. On the other hand, people you are dealing with are proving to be uncooperative, or you may feel as though your interests are in conflict or competition with each other. Getting the flow right between you seems an impossible feat. You are both striving to express your individuality in very different ways. There is a lot of energy around now, but none of it is being used positively. Unresolved conflicts in both of you have yet to be expressed clearly. Indeed, you may not be conscious of them, although you are aware that something is wrong. These conflicts may manifest themselves as role reversal. In the beginning, one of you was dominant. Now the other seeks to take control of the union. An old-fashioned argument may be necessary to clear the air and establish a new ground rules. If life is not joyful and tranquil at the moment, you may fear that it never will be. Take heart and be patient, and life will soon have a sense of normality again. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Devil. There's a possibility of permanence here. If you're considering a commitment in a relationship or marriage, this is a good sign. When you see the Devil in a reading, ask yourself where you are feeling stuck or restricted in your life. You may be tricked into believing that you are being controlled by external forces when in fact you have created your own chains of imprisonment and powerlessness. A sense of hopelessness can accompany the Devil. You feel despair and have a pessimistic view of life because you feel that so much is outside of your control. You fear the worst, and this means that your fears have a hold over you and prevent you from leading a more fulfilling and optimistic life. What are the addictions or attachments restraining you from experiencing the freedom? Are you giving yourself over to the illusion of helplessness and despair? Know that you have the power within to free yourself from the bondage of the Devil. The Devil often reflects actual addictions and dependencies in your life, such as alcoholism, drug taking, unhealthy relationships, and overspending. You think you need something and you are willing to go against what you know to be right and true in order to obtain it. You need to break free of these negative patterns of behavior by acknowledging the hold that they have over you and the negative impact they are having on your life. Often they are behaviors that are immediately gratifying but which cause longer-term damage to your inner fulfillment. So use your intuition, and if you recognize what you feel as being sincere, great. If not, you still have a chance to change direction. If considering giving up a bad habit, such as smoking or drinking for example, now is a good time to start. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the High Priestess. This card suggests that you are normally an intuitive person who is connected with your inner self, but in recent times you have lost this connection. You may be rushing around and worrying excessively about external issues and other people's problems that you have lost focus on your own needs. You are not listening to your inner guidance anymore, and this is leading you further astray. The strong message here is that you need to take some time out for you and you only, so that you can tune into your inner voice and connect once again with your subconscious mind. Meditation or spiritual study may help. This card can also represent repressed feelings, an over-reliance on the opinions of others, and an excessive need for approval and validation. What is needed is greater confidence in yourself and a deeper knowing that you have the answers already within you and do not need the validation of others. There may be some gossip, hidden agendas and issues going on under the surface in your life. Demand to know the truth and prevent others from beating around the bush and keeping secrets and other information from you. What do your instincts tell you? Perhaps you don't like what they say. Well, you could always go against your intuition, but we all know what that leads to, don't we? The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Wheel of Fortune. Expect life to change, and quickly. Fate, destiny or synchronicity, call it what you like, positive change and good fortune is evident here. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that you should not simply stand still and accept what life hands you. You can take an active hand to try and remain on the upside of the wheel. When things are down, instead of waiting and hoping for things to get better, you can work actively towards improving your situation, thereby speeding up the recovery process. The wheel also asks you to not become discouraged when faced with adversity. Adversity is a natural part of life and should be expected from time to time. The fact that bad times happen should not worry you. Accept them as natural and not necessarily indicative of problems. Instead, Look for ways in which you can face and conquer the adversity. If it cannot be addressed, then that might be taken as a suggestion of a problem. This card also suggests that there are external factors that are influencing your situation that may be unknown to you or outside of your control. It is as though the universe is just dishing up whatever it pleases at this time, and it can feel quite unpredictable and unnerving as a result, especially if you like being in control most of the time. This is one of the challenging aspects of the Wheel of Fortune, since no matter which way the Wheel of Fortune turns, it is impossible to try and change it. So, you might as well try to accept what is happening and adapt accordingly. If a crisis seems inevitable, recall that in every crisis lies opportunity. When you have been pushed in a new direction, know that every path leads somewhere, even if you do not know where it is. Such events are simply out of your control, and if you can accept that, then the ride gets a lot easier. If you struggle against the wheel, it will crush you. So just go with the flow. On the other hand, the Wheel of Fortune is also about keeping optimistic and having faith in the universe that it will take care of the situation in the best way possible. You need to remain optimistic yourself, thinking positively and keeping as upbeat as possible. Through meditation and visualization, the Wheel of Fortune can assist and reinforce your intention to bring increased abundance, good fortune and prosperity into your life. This archetype allows your life to turn in more positive directions if you are willing to grow and expand. This is also a lucky time in life when you are sensing the action of fate and destiny working in your favor. You may even be witnessing miracles or a very fortunate series of events. If you have important choices to make, trust your intuition. Do you feel that events seem to be evolving without much input from you? If so, trust it and go with the flow. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Two of Spring. You're off to a wonderful start. It's as if you have the whole world in your hands. Choices about the short-term future now appear, and the most important thing to remember is that it's safe to take chances. If you had every possible resource at your disposal, what brave new steps would you take? Evaluate the situation, and then move forward quickly. Many more opportunities are on the way. The possibility of forming a partnership with others may present itself. This can be a wonderful way to move mutual dreams forward as you encourage each other to continue to follow your passions. Just make sure that you're truly on the same page with anyone you consider pairing up with. Our two fairies have worked together to build a beautiful boat that is nearly finished. All they need do is install the purple butterfly sails, and their journey to magical Avalon will be successfully underway. Additional meanings of this card: a bright future, joint creative endeavors, success through hard work, great progress being made, gay relationships or friendships.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.